Hello, welcome back to Midnight Q Gaming. Back in Q's lab, and I got some explaining to do. I know I said I was gonna do the next thing of building, like after I hung up the phone. I guess I wasn't technically on the phone. I guess it could feel like that, but after I said I was like, I'm gonna do the building on camera, and then I did all this off camera. I have an explanation for that, and unfortunately I have to explain it without actually showing you. But I built. All I wanted to do was build this wall right here that I'm standing on for the purposes of putting these chests up for inventory. And I thought, that's boring enough. I can do my inventory off camera, and then I'll build the rest of this on camera. But everything changed when everyone up there standing decided that rolling down the hill was now a new thing they all wanted to do and plummet to their deaths. It was weird. I mean, some of it wasn't that bad. Some of them just got stuck here. That's where this ledge came from, because they had to, if they got stuck in this groove where they could kind of slide out, but the game, because they weren't walking, if they came this way, it didn't process that they slid out, so it's just beamed them back. Oh well, criminy, that's gonna have to go too. It would process it, so they just bounce back here and then have to do the process all over again. It made the most horrendous noises while I was trying to build it. That's awful. They weren't screaming or nothing. It was like they were in terror, but it was just the footsteps were awful. It was, even though they technically weren't stepping on anything. So I put that there to solve that problem so they could walk out. Anybody that walked out on this side got stuck on this thing, so I moved that. I can't believe how many things I had to move just because people found ways to get, not people, but all of the little NPCs found ways to get stuck. You might say, well, then why did you build this? Because honestly, that part, like the roof and the other wall, that was me just, I got stuck. After I got so far, I just thought, wonder what this will look like, and then I went, I can't do it anymore, I need to stop. Then you might be like, what about these stairs? Believe it or not, but to fix the problem of people falling, I had to build the stairs. That was just so I could position myself to fix things, and that was there. Oh yeah, this was just me, I did not mean to place this. I was checking out builds and accidentally placed it. Whoops. So yeah, I'm bad about saying I'm going to build on camera and then building on camera because somehow I'm off camera and then things happen. Things happen and then I try to fix it. Now, how else did I fix the rolling? I don't know. I think building. Don't know how this stopped them from rolling, but it did. Somewhat. I still have a few people that are still trying to roll. Makes a nice little shortcut, I guess. The rail there also helped stopping it. This is going to have to go away. Eventually, I don't know if they're having trouble getting up these stairs. That's probably part of it. Eventually, these stairs are going to go away, and another set of stairs or something's going to go here to help them to get up. Actually, I don't think they can pathfind it on anything else, though. So it's probably going to have to be stairs. So, and the reason I go through all that is because I just felt like I owed you to Oh, I forgot she was following me. I just felt like I owed you an explanation since it was like, I'm going to do this on camera, and then I just instantly did it off camera, and I mean, it wasn't instant. I just was messing around later to do the inventory, and then things kind of kept rolling, and I built more to help stop the weird rolling off thing. I still had that one glitch, which I'm hoping the update this week took care of, where I'm still certain I saw, and I don't remember if this was on camera or not now, but I'm still certain I saw someone walk off this way, just kept going. It might have been my my little NPC bot that's been following me. Okay, I've got more animal barns so I could get more animals, and I have not found anything other than... Oh, that was the other reason I played a little more. I was trying to get an animal. I'm not doing that on camera. That is a mess. So there's definitely some things I'm going to be doing off camera because it's just boring, and getting animals up here is going to be a real pain in the butt unless I just do a bunch of sheep, and I don't want that. So yeah, in the meantime, I did learn something, so I don't have to experiment with this too much, and that's that on the level we are going to do the floor, and then at the base here, maybe not right here, maybe... Oh, go ahead. You can do that. This is all going to have to move, but this is going to kind of be in this area. This is going to just... But let's get this built out more. So that's kind of what we're going to do right now, is just build out the base of this a little more. And I got to find my floor. I think food's going to be ready soon, so this will kind of be a short video. Oops. I can't. There we go. It's funny, I gotta really focus just to see what I'm looking at here. I think that's been my problem lately with all my gameplay. Besides being, well, last night we did a little streaming on Rumble Rebellion, and I was not feeling too hot. Oh, that's a small floor. And I wasn't playing too good towards the end, but so it was just playing for fun. But boy, golly, it took me a while, too long to focus on where things were at and where people were. And I'd be the last one alive because I was a little slow getting there, which might be why they were. I was hoping I wasn't leaving them in a pinch. Oh, I thought that was yep, there we go, Castle 4-2. So we're gonna. So I think I'm gonna do this, and I'm just gonna use. I know it's kind. Oop, that may not work. I may have to actually use something smaller just to. Oh, red. Oh, I see. It's moving it to the right. Okay, I didn't see that before. Hello. My wife's here. So lunch is ready, but I'm not ready to eat yet. She's gonna eat, and then I'm gonna do a little building. So I just explained to everybody why I built the rest of that, even though I was only planning on doing a wall. With all the player, I don't know how building the rest of that helped stop people rolling off, but every time they find a way down, I just tried to block it. Was basically how that went. And I don't know why they were diving to their doom. But everybody's fine now. Bonsai, this looks like fun. That's why Lego needs sleds. I think they're all trying to sled in the snow, and it's just not working as no sleds. So what I'm finding is when I build walls up, I don't want to go from up to down, because that would leave the mountain exposed, which maybe, because I'm planning on building castle walls to look like the castle's kind of enveloping the, how's that? Oh, I'm outside of my, oh, that's kind of cheeky. Alright, not really. I don't think I used that word entirely wrong. I was just annoyed that it took my stone away. I thought this. Hey, I'm talking here. I'm walking here. Excuse me, just a minute. All right, I'm back. I don't know what was going on, but that's kind of. Oh, hi. I think we're going to have to dismiss her. I don't think I'm going to have her stay in the village. She's... I don't know. I guess I just wasn't planning on keeping the Star Wars smugglers. Maybe if I was in the Star Wars village, they would fit in there. I'd take them there, but I just want some other more... I have some other characters I had in mind. So we're going to let her go for now. Hopefully we'll run into her again later, and then we can use her later down the road. Are we done with our adventure? Sure. Because right now I'm building, and you're kind of just running around. If you're sure, I'll back up. Okay, dismiss the follower. I was sort of in the middle of something before you shut up anyway. Yeah, I figured you would. See you out in the world! Goodbye! Now, she'll be here for a little bit longer in case I want to catch her, but I'm letting her go because she's been glitchy inside the village anyway. So, oh, I keep forgetting. After all that, I forgot I was running out. I need to go get some, like... Seriously? I mean, I know it's not the easiest thing in the world. We're going to take this down for now. I'll put it back up. We'll see if she can pathfind her way out of this joint. Here, come through this door here. Where are you going? Come through this way. She's going to fade away eventually anyway. She's supposed to do that off camera. So anyway, I did the inventory section. I forget where everything's at. Because while I was sick, I decided to play a very cozy game. And we have no bad guys. Here we go. We're just going to collect some stone or granite. We have a cozy game, which is basically no bad guys, nothing to hurt us. And that's for my youngest. And actually, it's kind of got its. I didn't want like that because I wanted bad guys. I wanted to because the resources are missing. But it almost led to a whole new challenge of how do you get these resources? And there are ways if you use your villagers. But it makes the introduction levels really hard because they don't have villagers there. You almost have to go out and start a village, and then, but that messes up. What a weird spot. It's like runs out of village, so there's no villagers will come over here. Anything over here is going to be, I guess I could put my own private quarters over here so they don't keep coming in. That wasn't my original plan. I don't mean to keep interrupting myself either. Sorry about that. So the cozy world is just it introduced its own challenges, which actually I kind of liked after a while. because you can't just get wolf's claws, for example. But you have to rely on the villagers to collect it, because for some reason in their adventures out there, they still run into things like that in the imagination of the player, because they're just programmed to collect those things. There we go. So my village runs out here, and that's not in my village, and this is in my village. So that's where the cozy games got a little more fascinating for me, because it revealed all these challenges for how do you cut the amber. We can't build a smelter because the blast cores aren't easily available. They must be somewhere in the game. So well, that's what we're working on next. And but for this world, what I discovered with the when I was doing some stuff was to build from down up, especially if you want to cover your walls. And if you don't want to cover not the walls, the mountain. If you don't want to cover the mountain, that's not as important. But what it does is it will give you enough space here, and then to cover it, and then you can meet up and build your base up there out to meet your walls, and that will stop people from falling down. And put fencing up, that'll stop people from falling down, and all that sort of stuff. And I haven't done one of these all the way around yet, so I'm not going to build it all out the way I want to just yet. But I learned I need to give myself enough space. Well, if we want them gardening or doing any farming kind of stuff, we're going to have to make sure that the farm is in the borders of the village. And we still have the levels below us too, which obviously if we build out to the border up here, it's going to be shadowed. Which, you know, if we ever get those vampire characters from Brick Life in here, that might help them out a little bit. Kidding. I don't think they're coming over here though. And the other thing, that roof I was using, I was trying to stick with like the castle. I forgot that the castle stuff is not the, it's basically the manor, but we also are using the supplies. I think I'd mentioned only using castle stuff, and that's not entirely true either, because I forgot that it falls under different categories. So we're using Raven stuff. I'm going to be mix and matching anything that utilizes most of the stone stuff. So we have variations in the stone and the granite and whatnot. And that's kind of what we're looking at doing right now. Oh, that's going to come... Okay, so that's working out pretty good. Whatever I do, I need to make sure I leave some opening for stairs. Well, I don't have to leave the opening. We can always put those in again if I mess up. But yeah. Oh, and I got to make sure I don't lose my daylight there, because I like that little cafe down there. And I also want to make sure my having this piece that's not set down sometimes is in the way. So I'm trying to make sure I got no holes between the... Here, let's put that away for a minute. The other thing I learned is make sure I carry the torch or some light while recording. It was dark in the last couple of videos. I'll try not to do that again, unless it's necessary. Like if I'm fighting something and I just need to use these blasters or something. Hopefully that won't last too long. So I kind of liked having this part. So I wonder... I'm thinking... maybe this might be too big. Let me play around with this a little bit. That's the whole point of this, is to kind of play around with it. We had some stuff from Drury, like similar to this. This is Airy, but Drury is Raven's area, and let me find it. I think we have. And actually, that might work for a while. If you, once again, this is the Q's lab, this is for everybody. But if you're seeing this on BitChute or YouTube, consider checking me out on Rumble. We do have the Rumble world that is exclusive to Rumble, and I'm doing a build there where we have more of a Ravens area. We actually built a greenhouse, which is meant to bring light in out of all the dark pieces, believe it or not. That looks pretty cool. My wife spent a lot of time on that. So we had these areas, and how does this? Oh, that looks actually pretty good, actually. Ooh, I like that. Yeah. Let's dump this piece here. . 'Cause we'll see how this looks. Oh, and this piece. No. But actually, that might... Oh, that might work out for these type of things. Oops. I mean, it's gonna have to... I'm gonna have to move it. Okay, I'm gonna mess around with that a little bit more. Is that what I'm wanting to do? Getting a second opinion here.
I kind of like.
Oh, the other one? This one?
No, up. One right now.
Oh, the smaller one? Like that? Okay. Yes. Okay. Yes. I think that's what I was looking for. Actually. Thank you. Actually, this might work out better because it'll give us a little variation in the floor too. I might have to. I don't want to do this again. Okay, it's not that big a deal. The biggest deal is the pickaxes get wore out from just doing this. Yeah, I think I kind of. Well, hold on. I want to see how this looks with the other curved piece. I'm very indecisive. No, I think I prefer the square. Here, I'll show you why. I'll put it down. At first, I was thinking it might blend more in with the mountain, but it doesn't because of this curves here. I kind of wanted it to kind of blend in a little more, but I'll probably put walls down. Ooh, that's an interesting. I might have some curved walls with Raven stuff too to help it down to clean that up a little bit. Because walls are going to go below these floors, so they're not just floating in air with no supports. But I think I prefer the square because it kind of... Oops, I didn't mean to swing again. Okay. And then this way it'll kind of get maybe a... Well, we might do a small strip here so it's a little wider, but if we do that, we'll have to we'll have to change this a little bit. So we'll see how it looks when it's done, when it comes closer to being done. The other thing I wanted to do was start on this. I actually had to go lower on this because the well, that's why that's why this was an accident. I don't remember why this was accidentally stuck here. I was just checking to see what fit here because we are at our not our build limit, but our town limit. Any villagers that come up here are only going to be able to operate on the first floor. Anything above this is just going to be unreachable to them. They don't travel out unless they somehow, I don't know, it won't count as being in the village is all. And sometimes they can wander outside the village on their own, but they don't often, not really doing anything for the village at that point. So let's build this up a little bit. I think I got enough blocks to do so. And this, I still might tear this down. But yeah, see, that's gonna, if they fall down now, they're not gonna, that was the other thing I want to do is do that wraparound. They should land on that and hopefully find their way back. So part of this is mostly changed from what I was gonna do to trying to do safety, and it was just funny because it all started when I tried to do a wall for inventory, and I don't know what that changed about anything. I don't know how that changed, and I've been using pathfinding a lot because I know that's kind of the programmy term for it. But oops, I need that again. Oh. Yeah, it does, but it doesn't. But it's on the. It is on the floor. It is on the. It's on the base. It just sticks out past the foundation. So I chose the small. I was gonna put the nice big tower like I did in the Rumble World, but this was a little bit smaller. I thought it might be a little more accessible to the village this way. And the whole thing's gonna be a castle anyway, so I mean that's not like I needed the giant tower this time. And I didn't want to do the same build twice. And this, like I said, it's an experimental world. If I build all this and don't like it, I'll tear it down and do it again. That's I gotta remember. That's the versatility of Lego and Minecraft. I have to get my head around that because I think I'm of the kind of personality where I'd like to build it right the first time, and I'm out of metal plates. Let's go see if we have a metal worker, because I forget. And if we don't, I'm gonna have to. Oh yeah, they added this the other day. This is kind of fun. Oh, That's not fun at all. I did the wrong thing. Whee! Whoa. Maybe that's how they started falling. They were just having some fun and went too far. Alright. Thanks, Lion Brand. You saved me. So, anyway. Hey, how's it going? What do we need here? Iron bar. It's all going to boil down to iron. I think we have iron. We just don't have it smelted. Oh, yeah. That's what we wanted to do. Oh, goodness. Every time I start the build, it's like, what's the one thing I need to do to bring into the village to help me out? So we have our main utilities are here. And this is always, for me at the start, it's always a mess until I start doing the village, the actual cleanup. And we're going to need to get some slabs and blast cores for the smelter. Okay, but I think I have blast cores. I just thought a different village though. But let's get us some slabs, because those things have become very important, and we have plenty of stuff. So we're gonna do a pile because we're gonna need them for everything else. Yeah, I'm beginning to like that Raven stuff, but I kind of like mixing it in with the other castle stuff too. I like my traffic cones. it's don't fall off. We're not done building here. It's under construction, guys. Alright, let's go to our other village where we can get blast cores, and I forgot to check the village requirement too. Or if I did check it, I didn't look very well. Because we're gonna need to pull off the upgrade. Oh, iron bars. Oh yeah, we need to smelt those. That was the whole point. I might have those somewhere too. This is going to have to move at some point, because this, I realize now, when I'm set up, I have to start building up at the base where the mountain meets the next floor. That's going to make this really cramped. So that's good. This is all going to get expanded, and when that happens, I'm going to have to redo this, which is a dang shame, because it's a boring build. It doesn't take long, but it's a whole lot of just stare. I don't remember where I'm going, guys. I think the desert, because I think that's my best, I think that's my best set of resources. Oh yeah, because I don't have a grasslands village yet here. That's that's usually like the first one you do, and I skipped it entirely. Wow, I almost don't feel like 20 minutes is enough, especially with my intros. Sorry about the long intro, guys. Like I said, I felt like I owed you all an explanation, because if you're following along, like, I can't wait to see build it, then I built like a whole bunch of stuff. You know, like I said, some of the buildings didn't happen off screen, but that specifically I said I'd build on camera, and I messed up bad. Some of it was from not feeling well, and some of it was just me getting carried away with it. Alright, oh yeah. The reason this village is going so well is because I actually have people helping me to smelt stuff. So let's just take this. Let's take this. That'll get us started. And what about the blast cores? I forget where I put those. I think they're under like animal, not animal, but like monster drops or something. I might grab this, a pile that too. Yep, thank you. And then, is that what I needed for the smelter? That's the oven. To me, these look similar. I know they're a little different, but wow, they both got metal and they both got those caution signs on them, which is funny for the oven. I mean, it's just supposed to be for cooking, but it cooks so hot, you gotta be caution of it. Yeah, so that'll do that. And what else do we need for the? The iron bars and the. Boy, my memory's bad. Let's see what people have. Oh, thank you for the corn. Much stuff. Okay, I didn't keep too full of stuff. How's your job? Yeah, we'll take that. We'll take that. We'll take that. We're gonna take all of this to the other village to help us out over there. Yeah, we'll take these two. It's just stuff I won't have to make. Oops, I meant to thank her and I forgot. I get used to it and circle it back out of menus. I have who's doing my... Okay, that might need to go in here. Pause it, like... that works. You. Wait. Oh, you're not even... Wait a minute, weren't you just in the other village? Yes, you was. You get around faster than I do. Jeepers. Here's fish stick. What's up? Oh, yeah. How's your job? I think I moved fish stick over to fish, yeah. Thanks, but yay, he's happy. We don't need those right now. Because he makes... Anybody that does fish just cooks a lot of them, and you get kind of full on fish. I wish they do different kinds of fish. That's the part I don't quite get. Unless that's just for me to grab and put into other menus. How's your job? Okay, I could use this. No, you know what? I should grab the wolf claw too, for as much as I use those for the weapons now. How's your job? Sand claw, yep, good. Okay, thanks, Peely. I'm missing some, the gem cutter. Who's doing gems now? Oh, is it Jules? No, she's metal. We did them. Wait. Yeah, I did, because I figured I moved him over from animals to that, because, I mean, he's a gold. What the heck? Oh, that did not look. Oh, well, I didn't really need to witness that. No wonder I never witnessed that particular process before. Didn't need to, but now I know why it was moving that way. He looked like he was. That Chad looked like he was emoting. I kept trying to figure out what he was doing. Then little brown stuff came out. I know it's gross, but we need it for farming. It's just the way it works. It's for content, guys. Oop, I did not mean to set my ice cream in there. Come back, ice cream. Okay. Yeah, we'll emote and get him over here. Goldfish, where are you? Unless he's out there getting gems. They do. That's one thing. They do disappear from time to time so they can, quote unquote, do their jobs. How's your job? I was gonna say I didn't think I got her yet. Who gave me all the stuff from before? It was her. The blue-haired girl. What's she do? Oh, stone. That's right. Yeah. So sometimes I get my stone and metal stuff a little mixed up because some of that stuff crosses over. Like sand's a little weird. You can smelt sand like metal, but you can also turn it into a stone. Wait, did goldfish ever come?
Yeah, and then he walked away.
Yeah, he walked away too fast. We're all having a dance-off, guys. He does not want to talk to me. He's busy. He's like, no. Oh, there you go. He's farther away. Okay, buddy, what's going on? Yep. And the only reason we want this... that's disappointing, but thanks, buddy. Alright, what do we not need? One poop. I don't need that. I don't need to have as much... Why did it have to land on the emerald? Okay. That was a little frustrating, because... Oh, it actually worked out okay, because usually what happens is you can't pick it up, because now it's covered by the thing you're trying to drop. Okay, everybody, thank you for your help, and oh my goodness, stop! What's wrong with you guys? What have you been eating? Okay, we gotta tell the farmer to maybe cut back on your fiber or something, I don't know. Oh my goodness. They're really healthy, oh my goodness. Why can't the whole land just turn into farmable soil if they're doing that? That's like, come on, Fortnite, let's get let's start that. I know it's sand. I know it's sand that needs to be cultivated like this stuff, but wow! It should all be farmland at this point. Alright. We're gonna head back with all our goodies and... This is the nice thing about having one village set up, is it helps the next ones. Sooner or later, I'd like to come back to the desert town and make it more of a Wild West type setting. I don't know what to use for that, because the shacks look like they're the best for the Wild West setup, but they're the ones I don't want to use, because you start with those, and I wanted to use the little more, but the wood on everything else goes the wrong way, and I want to say that it was more up and down in some of those buildings. I'll look it up. I have a few buildings that might work. Oh, what were you gonna say?
When you're done with this report,
Yeah, well, I could have muted it. If you wanted me to. Thanks. Oh, good, I landed somewhere. I could actually touch down on. That's okay. All right. So yeah, we're gonna have to wrap up here, guys. It's about 20 minutes, but hold on a sec. I mentioned muting it to discuss certain things, then I realized, did I accidentally leave it muted after that one time? I hope not. Otherwise, we'll be doing this again. Beef boss, what are you doing here? Oh, oh, thank you. Oh, he's actually part of the village. That's right. I keep thinking it's Tomato Head. It's beef boss in this village. He's not doing food yet, though. I'll put him on food eventually. How's your job? Oh, he's got... I should have... Sorry. I thought it would go with all my other stuff I have in my piles. Thanks. Okay, I'll come back for that later. Oh, I meant to... I am intending to thank them. I just keep pushing all the wrong buttons inconveniently. So we're just going to use ZR to put everything in quickly. Let's go get that frostbite, or I'll forget about it. It won't despawn until I leave, or I'll... It takes a while to despawn anyway. But if I don't... since I'm getting ready to log out, I'm going to basically... Oh, it can't just go in there automatically because it wasn't one in there already. Okay, so that's kind of why some things are sticking, because there's not one of it in there already. So we're just gonna, yeah, it was good to make the trip back and collect a few things. Now that other village, they'll just the people smelting metal and stone and everything will just keep making more for me. So that's kind of good. And I must have been to Colombo, the Lost Isles recently, or oh, that's Slab. That was for the stonecutter. They're able to explore outside the area now because of the levels of the village. That's where I kind of want to get this one, so that this village can be a little more self-reliant. Plus, it's more fortified. I mean, it's built of stone. It's got castle parts to it. It's not wood, so I mean, I don't think anything can burn in Lego, but but it's gonna be a little more fortified. It's built up high for defense. The only trick, of course, is making ways for us to get up and down and around the mountain. And some of that, I want to preserve some of the mountain, especially parts I can walk on. Like this. That's kind of my plan. And I need to make sure I'm not leaving holes in the sides to slip down, which I can't tell. I think that is a hole. I'm going to get it before I forget about it, because if I don't, it's just going to stay there, and then I'll see it one day and be like, I left that there? After seeing it? Oops, that's too big. That might not be. Uh-oh. Maybe I can't. Never mind. That little crack is just going to have to stay there. Unless, hold on. We have tiny pieces, too. Oh, no. That was the other reason I was trying to get a roof. Everybody panics, and then they all, oop. Tiny little... There we go. Tiny little piece, and it's filled in. Awesome. Yeah. Oh, I like how this thunder snowstorm. That is really cool, guys. Anyway, sorry, the time is starting to run out. I did carry my torch. Ooh, the village is much happier. Let's see if we can upgrade it over here. I'm not going to do this on the camera every time either. Oh, yeah, we can. Oh, it was sapphire, which I already had plenty of, thankfully. We can upgrade it. That's awesome. Now the next time someone comes along, we can have 2 more people or animals, and then only 2 animals here. This is like an either or option, which I like having people because they can do jobs. And at the rate I'm getting animals, we're going to end up with 3 sheep instead of, well, you know, more like cows and stuff, which I'd like to get some milk up here too, so we can make more of that spicy ice cream. Anyway, what's this look like without my, hey, that's not lit up too bad down here. Oh, that's right, we got the fireplace underneath, which helps, but I need to put in some more well, no, the candles can, you know, we can pretend like all the light's emitting from the candles, but it's real, some of it's coming from the fire underneath. That's actually what keeps this area warm. So thanks for joining me. So this was a decent start to showing you kind of what I'm thinking of doing for building up and down. Oh, and well, we'll touch on that later, I guess. There's plenty of stuff I got plans for it. I'll just never stop talking. You know that. Hope you all have a good day wherever you are. We'll talk to you later. We'll do some more building later. We might do a few things off camera that's hopefully more of the boring stuff, so you don't have to sit through that. I never know, because sometimes it's tough to do boring stuff, and like I said, I ended up with them rolling down hills, and I thought, wow, that would have been great for camera, but then I hadn't recorded anything. And so you never know what's going to happen. We'll talk to you later. Bye. Record it all. Yeah. I just have to do that, whether I'm talking or not.